morning students, and this is our chemistry class. What we have learned in the last class we can see. What we have learned in the last class about chemical changes. What is a chemical change and reversible chemical changes. Can you remember the last class? In chemical change we have learned about what is chemical change. What is chemical change? Change in which the chemical composition of the substance varies is called chemical change. Some properties of chemical change we have learned. What are they? Both physical and chemical properties changes during a chemical change. Then according to law of conservation of mass, there is no gain or loss of energy during this change. This chemical changes cannot be reversed using physical methods. These are all some of the properties of chemical change. Then we have learned about examples of chemical change. Some of the examples of chemical change are rusting of iron, germination of seeds, cooking of food, fermentation of dough, curdling of milk, ripening of fruits, growing old, bursting of a cracker, nitrogen fixation, combustion of fuel, and action of a medicine, etc. Many examples we can say. These are some examples of chemical changes. From this, you know about this ripening of iron, what is germination of seed, cooking of food, etc. On that day I have clearly explained about what are this and how chemical change occurs in this. So these are the examples of chemical change we have learned. From this we have learned how rusting of iron occurs and burning of fuel occurs. How rusting of iron occurs? The iron reacts with the moisture and oxygen, that is air present in the atmosphere, and it is rusted. This is a chemical change. And also this burning of fuel. When we fire a fuel, how it is burning? It is absorbing the oxygen present in the atmosphere and it is burning. So it is a chemical change. Now in the field of geography we have learned some examples. Can you remember that? In the field of geography, weathering of rocks, formation of soil, formation of fossil fuel, formation of rocks, eruption of volcanoes, etc. are the examples of chemical change. These are all done by chemical change. Then in biological processes such as photosynthesis, multiplication of cells, digestion, respiration, excretion, life cycles and metamorphosis, germination, pollination, etc. These all are chemical changes. In this, for example, you take digestion, we eat the food and it is changed into energy. It is broken down and the energy is absorbed. These are all chemical changes. Now, did you understand about this? What is chemical change? Its properties and examples of chemical change. Then reversible property of chemical change. Usually these chemical changes are irreversible. But in some cases like limestone. When we take limestone, when we heat this limestone, we are getting calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. As soon as the carbon dioxide is released, we have to take out this carbon dioxide. Otherwise, it will fuse back to form limestone. So when it is forming limestone, it is called a reversible process. So like this, and in the manufacturing or the preparation of ammonia gas is also like this. So sometimes the chemical changes are reversible. So you are clear about chemical changes. And we can today we can revise about this unit physical change and chemical change. Now we have completed about chemical change. So come to what is change. What is a change? We have completed the unit. Say what is the change? Yeah, transforming from one form to another form is called a change. Say an example for change. Example, we can say ice pieces. We are taking initially liquid. When you keep it in the freezer, it will freeze and finally we are getting ice piece. So liquid is changing from liquid to ice piece. This is a change. Then folding of cloth. Cloth will be in one form. When you fold that, it changes its state or its shape. It is called a change. So many examples are there for change. We can study about some types of changes. What are the types of changes we have learned? Can you remember? First one is desirable and undesirable change. What is desirable change? When a change occurs, when it is useful for human being, it is desirable change. When it is not useful for human being, it is undesirable change. For example, construction of a house. We are building a beautiful house. Whether it is useful for us or not useful, it is useful, right? So, it is a desirable change. Come to undesirable change. You are having a beautiful flower vase made of mud or a glass article. Unfortunately, it is breaking. So, whether it is useful for us? No. So, when a change is not useful for us, it is undesirable change. Example, breaking of this flower vase. Next type of changes, natural and man-made change. When some changes occurs naturally, it is called natural change. When man does some activities to make the change, it is man-made. For example, tides. You are going to beach. There the tides we see, right? This is natural. It is naturally happening and we are not doing anything for this change. So it is called natural change. And come to man-made change. Man-made change should be by some human activities. Now what is man-made change? See some examples of man-made change. All that we see is man-made change. Consider a chair. Initially wood will be there. Man will do some activities to make it as a chair. Here we can see the example, mobile phones. Many parts the man will do some activities to assemble them and we are getting mobile phones. So, mobile phones are examples of man-made change. Clear about natural and man-made change? Then the next type of change is reversible and irreversible change. Reversible and irreversible change. Examples you can see. For reversible change, it is ice. You are having ice piece. When you take it out of the freezer and when you keep it in the room temperature for some time, it will change into liquid. So, initially we will take the liquid, it will change into ice and again when you keep it outside, it will change into liquid. So, liquid, ice, liquid. It is reversible. The liquid can be uptime back. So, it is reversible. Opposite of that, irreversible. Cooking something. You are cooking some cucumber. You can consider. Take the cucumber, cut it, clean it, keep it in the stove and you are cooking. Can you get that same cucumber back? No, right? So, it is irreversible change. The next is slow and fast change. We are there. When we born, we will be very small, right? And after 20-25 years, we will be growing and growing big. Like that, when you consider a tree, initially we will be putting on seed. It will grow little by little and it will take years to reach as a huge tree. So, what is slow change? Slow change is a change which takes a long period of time. It's called slow change. Example, growing of trees. Then fast change. You take a paper, just tear it off. It happens within few seconds. So fast change means it happens in short time. The duration will be very short. So it is a fast change. Next one is exothermic and endothermic change. Exothermic means heat is evolved. Exo means evolve. Endo means absorb. What is that? Exo means evolve. Endo means absorb. So, in exothermic change, a change in which heat energy is evolved is called exothermic change. Example, consider burning of fuel. When we burn fuel, it absorbs the oxygen from the environment and it burns and it gives out heat, light and heat. So, it is exothermic change. Endothermic change example, same cooking of vegetables. We will switch on the stove and apply heat to the vessel so that the vegetable inside that vessel is cooked. So in endothermic change, the heat energy is absorbed. The change happening there is the vegetable will be cooked, and in this change the heat energy is absorbed. So it is called endothermic change. Next one is periodic and non-periodic change. Periodic change, what is mean by periodic change? Periodic change is a change that occurs within an interval. That is, if a change is occurring now, next change when it is occurring, we can know that. For example, sunset and sunrise. Today morning, sunrise will happen, and automatically the next day morning it will happen, the next day. So, when a change is occurring periodically, it is called periodic change. For example, here they have given earth rotation. Earth is rotating in a periodic manner. And non-periodic change, example we can say lightning and thunder. Whether we can say when lightning will come or when thunder will come, we cannot say. So it will happen, but we don't know when it will happen. So it will not happen periodically within an interval. So it is called non-periodic change. Then the last one is physical and chemical change. We all know what is physical change. In physical change, the chemical composition of the substance will not vary, and in chemical change, the chemical composition of the substance varies. Example for physical changes, folding of cloth, only the shape varies. And in burning of magnesium ribbon, the chemical properties changes. So it is an example for chemical change. Are you clear about these types of changes? Next one is physical change. What is physical change? Physical change is a change in which the chemical composition of the substance does not vary, only the physical properties such as size, shape, etc. varies. What are the properties of physical change? Physical properties change. That is, only the physical properties change. For this, we can consider an example. You take water. You are boiling water. It will change into vapors. But the formula for water is H2O. Even if you consider this vapors, the formula will be same H2O. So, this cannot be represented using an equation. And the next property of physical change is no new products are formed. For example, consider the shirt. A shirt. You are folding the shirt. What will happen? The same substance, same cloth will be changing its shape, but the chemical properties will not vary. So, no new products formed. The same substance is just physical property is changed. No new substance will be formed. No energy gain or loss. In this, the energy of that particular object undergoing change will not vary. Physical change may be reversible or irreversible. Last one is according to law of conservation of mass, the mass before and after change is equal. Did you understand about physical change? Now we can see some examples for physical change. Heating, cooling, crystallization, sublimation, formation of a solution or alloy, distillation, fractional distillation, sieving, filtration, magnetic separation and chromatography are some of the examples of physical changes. So, did you understand about physical changes? Now we can move to the reversible and irreversible property of physical changes. Reversible physical changes. We know about what is reversible and irreversible. In reversible physical changes, the same as like reversible change. The products after the change can be changed back to get the reactants. The reversible physical change, we can see have some examples like melting of ice. From liquid we will get ice by freezing, and when you keep it in the same ice in the room temperature, we will get back that liquid. Next, glowing of bulb. Bulb, when you switch on the bulb, it will glow and it can be turned off by the switch. When we make the switch off, it will come back to the original position. Next one is sugar in water. Sugar in water solution. You mix the sugar in water, again we can get back that sugar and water separately by using some methods. So these are all the examples of reversible physical changes. One more thing, this reversible physical change can be used for separating the components from mixture. When we consider a mixture of iron pieces and sulfur powder. We have seen in the last class when we learned physical changes. When we have to mix these two, and when you show a magnet, this iron pieces will get attracted to the magnet. So this reversible physical change is applicable in separating the components. When the mixture contains one or more components, to separate these components, this reversible physical change concept is used. The next one is irreversible physical change. Under irreversible physical change, what is irreversible physical change? The reactants cannot be obtained after the change. Once when the product is formed, we cannot get back, or once when the change is occurred, we cannot get back the reactants. In physical change, we can say example, you are having an egg, you are breaking that egg, whether we can get that the egg is changing into, now it is in the broken form. So, can you get that egg back? No, right? So, it is irreversible physical change. One more example, you are cutting a paper or you are burning a paper. Can we get that back? No. So, it is irreversible. One more, when you cut the wooden tree, after we are getting that pieces, we cannot get back that tree. So, these are all examples of irreversible physical change. Did you understand about this types of changes? Physical change, reversible, irreversible physical change, and chemical change and its reversible properties. Did you understand? So, we have completed this unit, physical and chemical change, and we have revised. In the next class, we will be having the test. Clear? So, you have to learn the whole unit. From first line to last line you have to read, understand and attend the test. I will not give you notes before the test. So I hope you all will do the test well. You can meet in the next class. Thank you.